Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, wherever you're from. Greetings. Look at this mama. She won't stay from her pen now. I know it was wet. I let them out because it was wet in their pen, but she won't stay. She and her babies. You better run. But these two won't run away. Go. Oh gosh, I'm sitting down here in the coop and it's steaming. I just finished feeding all the chicks and animals. I don't need to water because of the good rain. It's a morning after the rain. You know, I'm supposed to go to put in. But now it rained. But hopefully by Saturday, the rain, it should be dried up if we don't get any more rain. I can't imagine the roads. But one of the, how do I put it? One of the homeowners over there, or landowners, said they repair the roads, so maybe it might be good. They said they repaired the road. One of the roads. Thank you. Appreciate it. Anybody that steps up and grade the roads, because it's always a work in progress here in Ghana. If you don't have complete roads built, you have to maintain the roads on a regular basis. You have to grade the roads on a regular basis. In here, need grading also. But I manage with what it has for right now. And when it's ready, really ready to grade, then I'll see about that. But for now, I manage. That's what you have to do when things are just not developed. You're in a developing country, and things like this takes time to develop. And I accept that. I accept the fact too that I'm in a developing country and I have to take things slower and expect things are not going to always run the way we expect it to run in Abrochi. For those who don't know who Abrochi is the West. That's tree, Abrochi. I'm practicing my tree. It just came out. I'm sorry. People who don't know what Abrochi is, but I hear it all the time. And some of them speak tree and they say it and they think I don't know what they're saying, but I know they're talking about me when they talk about Abrochi. So anyway, but so we can't expect things to always go. Even in the West, you know, things don't always go smoothly. You have repairs, you have bad contractors, you have bad employees that you got to keep getting rid of and getting new employees that suit your people move on in their careers. You know, it's part of life. And it's no different here in Ghana. It's just a little different culture and a little different ways. And if we don't learn these, then we're going to have issues. I see that. So anyway, you just have to keep it moving. And that's what I do. Keep it moving. When I want something and I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. That's just me. And I just keep it moving. Right? Anyway, see you guys later. For those of you who just joined in, I'm Kinza. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I always introduce myself so people could know where I'm at, who I am, where did I come from, what am I doing. I'm in Ghana, central region of Ghana, Africa, and I came from Florida. Now I repatriate back here and I am farming poultry. I just started, and I'm doing it at my own pace and the way I can. I might not have 1,000 birds. You don't have to start with 1,000 birds. You don't have to start with 500 birds. You start with what you can. And I'm starting hatching my own and starting with what I can. I have different stages of birds here because I hatch my own and I could only hatch about so much. So that's what I'm doing here. I'll be selling eggs and selling meat. I'm trying to start and get some clientele. I'll be selling some. Look at Matilda, ramming Houdini up there. Don't want him knowing her babies or food. She just beat him up all the time, chasing him off. Matilda is my goat. I don't know if you guys could see up there, but she is, maybe she went away. She's just ramming him and chasing him off. So Matilda is my goats. I have goats, which she just gave birth to 2 babies, twins. She gave birth to 2, and I want to believe they are female. They are female because how they're peeing, they're scooting. They're scooting to the back. So I want to believe, especially the black one. I've seen the black one pee a lot. The brown one, I haven't seen that one pee much. But there's Houdini getting beat up again. He gonna get beat up from me from going upstairs. He just went upstairs and tie up my chair, and my chair, pull my chair down. You see? See where my chair is? I haven't went up there to get it yet. But that's what Houdini did. I think today I'm going to do some laundry. I hope the rain, I don't know if the rain is going to come or not, but I also need to do some weeding. What is today? Today is Wednesday. So there's the little ones. I have to see how the brown one is peeing, but I want to believe they're 2 girls. And if they're 2 girls, I'm happy. Because the females grow up and then they get babies, and then I'll have a goat farm, right? A producing goat farm. I just have to get a good female goat, a good male goat, because Houdini look old. Houdini look old, and Houdini could, I don't know if he's the right fit for Matilda. Matilda look old too, but at least I have 2 little young ones coming up, if you understand what I mean. So I did some weeding down here yesterday. I did some weeding down by the, let me go look at these. So I don't need to water this morning. So guys, this is what I'm farming. I'm farming some cabbage. I have a couple tomatoes in between. Tomatoes just grow around here, so I have some more seedlings that just grew in my my peppers. And I have to harvest some of these peppers because they're falling on the ground. And I have to weed all in here. It's a lot. So I'm still looking for someone to come and help. And this time I want someone that is responsible. That don't look like a, you know what that look like? That look like a cucumber. That seedling right there, that look like a cucumber seedling. That one look, this one look like a, no, that look like a weed. I thought it was, I left it thinking it was a watermelon. That one look like a cucumber seedling, I don't know. Let's see. This one here is a watermelon. I thought I had some over here coming. I dig it up. Oh, this one here is a watermelon for sure. I just threw a bunch of seeds here to see what is going to come, because so I weeded here yesterday. All in here need weeding. Whew, this is work. And then you see the good prints. This is Matilda being all in here, but she eating the young grass. She's not eating my plants. That's the good thing. So next up is I have to weed some of this out. I'm going to get my tool and start here. There's a lot need weeding. So guys, I'm heading back down here to check on my birds. These ladies are doing good. Look, they all come out. I have to get this fixed to keep them from jumping over. And they're in there laying. I'll come back later. I have to go from, so guys, I went from 25 of these ladies here to 200 total, over 200. It's over 200 chickens. I am pausing the hatching for now until I get these ladies out and these guys hatching, and they're still weeks away from hatching. So a few more weeks, these ladies should be gone. And these ladies over here, they're getting spunky. They came out the coop this morning, and these ladies should be over here in their new home. I have a lot of little things to do, you know. This brooder, I have to fix it. I want to fix it like this. I didn't expect to make this little section. I had the idea of the brooder, but the wind is blowing. This rubber is not the best thing. So I need to make it like this, where they stay in there nice and secure. Yesterday the wind blew again. Rain was coming in, so I have to get that. I have to get Carpy to come back and put some the rubber on the outside and fix it securely like this one. On this side, let me open here so you can see. And so, guys, it takes money to do poultry. Okay, it takes money because you have to buy all this stuff. You gotta buy the feed. Here's my feed. I always come here like you guys could see through this. That's better. So these ladies are getting big and spunky. They used to run away from me. Now they're not running away anymore. When there was chicks, little small chicks. Now they're like pullets. They call them when they get in Ola. Pullets. Pullets, I think. Or pullets. Pullets. So they're getting a little spunky. The roosters are attacking my leg when I come in, like picking at my leg. Running away. That little rooster right there. I know he's a rooster. He got to be a rooster. He is running outside when I open the door. So they're going to be soon ready to go over on the other side. But I want them to be laying when they move over. So it's growing, but it takes money, guys. It takes a lot of capital. And I'm doing it kakra. So until I get some of these chickens move, then I'll do some more. Yeah, I want to get out there and weed, but I went out there. It was so much weeds in that, what do you call it? The green onions, the spring onions, and I need a break. I took a break upstairs, and I said, let me come down here and check on the chicks. I've been going these days, trying to get these chicks in order, and now they are a little settled. I need to just relax a little. I come here to Ghana to breed. Even though I enjoy my farming, sometimes we just have to breathe a minute. I enjoy this farming, believe me. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been doing it in my house in tents. I've been doing some in my backyard. I've been landscaping my whole home. propagating. That's been my passion from a long time now, so I enjoy it. Look at all these passion fruits coming. Look at all this. Even though it's hard here in a different country, to tell you the honest truth. You have a little more freedom, you plant what you want, you get whatever animal you want, but it's not easy when it comes to navigating in a different country, okay? Just letting you guys know that. Let's put it that way, navigating in a different country. It's not easy. It had snakes up in that tree. So when I come down here, I have to be careful, especially in those planting trees. There's snakes in the planting trees. Be very careful if you're going to grow planting. Some green snakes live up in the tree. You don't want one of those falling on top of your head. Look at Matilda. I hear sitting in the coop and she come in here. You know they come in here. I left the door open. Either me or Ifia left the door by mistake open. Think about Ifia. And she come in here to the feed. She get a taste of the feed and she knows it's in the bucket. So whenever we leave the bucket, she turn it over to eat the feed. And look at Houdini here. He finally out there eating grass and he gonna find his way back up there. There's no food, but they just want to be in my space. That's it. The bear eat this grass. They have lots of food out there, but they just want to come up there. Look, Matilda going right back up there looking for feed. Chicken feed, cat food. She was up there eating cat food. Boy, all this grass and food they get out there and they still want to be up there. Look at her turning over bucket. Matilda up there turning over the bucket. I want them free out there to eat, but they're coming up in the space. So I was just telling Super Shadi I need to put a gate. He telling me no, not now. Tie them. Oh no, I want them out here eating and grazing and keeping this bush down as much as possible. I know they're not going to keep it down all the way. Maybe when the other goats get bigger. But then now the babies now, even without Matilda, you see? That's where they at. They're up there. So now they want to be up there because Matilda showed them to go up there now. Even when Matilda down here, they up there. I tell you, me and these goats, me and my animals. But you know I love them, right? That's why I have them. I don't know, but that don't mean I still can't put them in the pot, okay? That don't mean I still can't put them in the pot. Okay, Matilda find my lemon or my citrus tree here. And she refusing to go. Go, Matilda. Leave it. So much food around here. And she wants to eat my lemon, my citrus tree. This citrus tree has some type of bugs. I tell you. So I started weeding down here instead of doing those spring onions because I have to go in between them spring onions and I don't have time. This one I do with the tool I have here, that one, and then I rake up the weeds after. So in between these cabbages is what I'm doing right now, but I have to do it in intervals and breaks. So I'm here sitting. I had to come back and rest because I could only do a little bit at a time, Let me tell you, before when I was younger and in my home, I used to be outside from morning to night. I had a neighbor that liked gardening too. My second home that I had a neighbor that liked gardening and planting, and she used to be out there and she had some nice plants and everything. She was living there before I moved to that house. And she told me, and I used to be out there. I did everything myself, from landscaping, I did my gravel, my ground cover. I did my sod, putting on sod, which is grass, for those of you who don't know. But at this age, I can't do it anymore. I love it. I used to be out there. I could do irrigation. If I could get like good help here and tools, I could show them how to do irrigation. Because like I said, I did horticulture. I learned how to do irrigation and stuff, little bits of little things for the landscaping and all that. But I don't have that strength anymore, so I have to do things one day at a time, okay? Until I could find help. And what I realized here in Ghana is people don't understand. They live, some people, especially in the villages, hand to mouth. As soon as they get they buy food, as soon as they get, they live in expensive, hand to mouth. They don't understand the concept of budgeting. Like with me here, when I go and I do one big grocery shopping, I don't go back again. That's the way I know how to shop, stock, and then go back. Save on transportation. It's safe than going every day and buying stuff you don't need. I forget what that's called. Anyway, when you go in a grocery store and you pick up extra stuff that you don't need. It's safe on that. And then you budget and you manage what you have in your home. They don't understand that concept because they buy food every day. They go to the market, hand to mouth. Okay, this is what we're eating today. I have to go and buy it. Or this is hand to mouth. So, for instance, an example, when I have people here that are not used to bulk buying, they think it's easy to just, she has a lot, I can just use it. No, this has to last me for weeks. This has to last me for months. It's not like when you go and you eat it all in one day. They don't understand that concept because they're not used to it. So I have to manage because I go West Hills to the grocery once in a while. I go to the junction and pick up little fresh things like that you need to cook every day. But like canned stuff, milk and stuff that I need every day here, I stock up. But that don't mean you must done it in one day, They don't understand that. So this is some of the differences in culture. Differences in culture. We raise learning, and it's in America, in the UK, people come from different walks of life, different areas. They do things differently. The North do different things from the South. Same thing here. The people in the North do things different from the South, right? This tribe do different things than other tribes. So you have to know the culture that you're around if you're going to integrate with your community and the locals. Know the culture. And here in Ghana, there's so much different tribes. So if you're going to integrate with a society and culture, you got to know the different tribes, because one tribe might do things and have food different from another tribe. And I'm learning that as I go on, like the Fanti Kinky from the Ga Kinky. I personally like Ga Kinky, but I'm around Fanti, so they eat a lot of the Fanti Kinky. I eat some of the Fanti Kinky, but it's cold. I like the hot because I'm used to eating hot food, right? I'm not used to eating cold food. The fish, I used to eating fresh cooked fish, hot fish, but they could fry fish and dry and eat it. So it's a difference in culture. Like the way Volta region might prepare their fish is different from the way Central region might prepare their fish. I'm learning. I'm learning. And the more you mingle with the locals and be around the locals, then you learn more. Being around Afia, I learned so much from the kids. I love kids, you know. People might be, oh, you're too easy on them. Yeah, because I love kids. I you know, I work with kids. I love kids. And they feel comfortable around me. That's it. Anyway, enough of me chatting, right? I'm just resting in between. The sun is starting to come up a little too much. I might go inside, get something to eat, and chill for a while, watch some TV. You know, I did everything early today. I don't even know. Today it looking kind of overcast still. Oh, hopefully I'll get some papayas. Look at my papaya tree. This little papaya tree, look how big it got. Okay, so I finally got female papaya tree, and it's producing. You remember these papaya trees that grow on my property? I did not plant them. They just grow voluntary. A lot of my trees just come up, like my quinchoswa, which is turkey berries, quinchoswa. I think that's how we say quinchoswa. That's how it is. In, correct me if I'm wrong. In tree, they grow there involuntary. They're wild and they just grow everywhere. And then some of the trees over here, they like the pepper tree grow involuntary. A bunch of pepper tree seeds got thrown here. I'm sure some is going to come up here, but they probably can't stay right in front here. When we sweep from cooking, some of the seeds get thrown, like the tomatoes, always involuntary tomatoes growing everywhere. I haven't checked my nursery because it rained and I didn't have to water, and I didn't check the nursery to see how much damage. Not damage, it might be good. They've been getting a lot of water. Sometimes too much water is not good. I'm going to plant more stuff here, but I have to. What is happening with the seedlings down there? As I plant them, the slugs eat them. Remember, they like young stuff. So this is what's coming here. Look at these. Just come over here. This one is not living. These are cucumbers. Came where they shouldn't have come. My God, and eggs. Man, I have to put them in rubber next time. I'm going to start some more because that's been one of the things that every time we cook in here, we have to go buy garden eggs. And I have to do something with these seeds. Seed these. But look at these. These are a lot of guava. Let's see how much I'm going to get out of this. A lot of guava. But everything is looking good. The rain came. I gotta do some more transplanting. But look at all these tomatoes. I didn't plant any tomatoes. I didn't plant not one tomato. But these garden eggs, there was so much came up and then they die off. One day of heat and not watering. Look at these. So I have a couple. I'm going to let them get big before I transplant them. These are sweet peppers, guys. Red and green. Red and green sweet peppers. Finally got some sweet peppers. I hope some more cucumbers come, but they're coming in the wrong place. Cucumbers. But everything else looking nice. Look at this pomegranate. This pomegranate is coming so nice. And of course the bougainvilleas and the crown of thorns. So these things are going to shoot up. I gotta transplant some more. Today would have been a perfect day to transplant. But let me see if more sun is going to come. You know what I noticed? The trees that I plant in these container in that soil is doing better than the ones I planted out there, and they were the same age. My the only one that is still looking kind of funny is this pear tree, the avocado pear. This avocado is looking so good. This one is looking way better since I put it in a container. But look at this. Look at this soursop. This soursop and this soursop. That one is the only one who was like kind of iffy because of how it was planted. And I recently planted that one. But these things are just like shooting off. These ones that I planted in this nice soil that I created is what's looking so good. I'm telling you, I don't know if it's the charcoal, what's going on here, but look at the tamarind tree. Look at this tamarind tree. Since I transplant them in these containers, they are looking better than the ones I planted out there, believe it or not. No, I think it has something to do with the soil. That's my guess. My guess is the soil. That pomegranate tree, I have to find a better container to put it in. Because I want it in a container. I might switch it to this one here. This goat and her children keep going upstairs. So I came over here to check. I'm going to pick some of this tea. Somebody break, I don't know, maybe it's the goats came over here and break my pepper tree. But I think I'm going upstairs to make some tea right now and chill and watch some movie. I need to dry some because I have my tea thermos that I got from China as a gift. Oh man, look at this. I'm going to trim it right now. I need to make some tea. I don't want it falling on the ground. I have to wash them. All I did was trim one leaf and then one branch, and then look at it, it just take off. And trim some more down. I'm coming. Let me trim this whole tree down. I'm coming. This basil tree is already putting out flowers. I'm going to trim some. This is the Cuban oregano, or Cuban thyme, or broadleaf thyme. I don't know what you guys call it. It has different names. But I am going to dry some. Take some upstairs now for tea. Fresh tea. And then I'm going to dry some. The basil I'm going to let grow some more before I harvest any of this and dry. But I want this basil to continue growing in this. I need to put a tire here. And I am going to plant something else right here. I'll put a tire on both sides. One right here, one right there. And see, there's something else I want to plant it in these tires. And I want to cut one of these to make something for my door from bugs coming in. And I get super shoddy here for help to move this stuff. I could move it, but I don't want to stress myself. Don't doing enough. Let me go upstairs and chill. Don't doing enough. Puss, why are you up here? This is the window you'd be coming at night looking, huh? These are the herbs I pick. I need to hang them up. I usually tie them and hang herbs when I'm drying them. I have to see. I have to get some string. I only pick a little bit of basil. But I made some bush tea. One thing I forgot to get is some lemongrass. But the lemongrass was catching itself. Look at those chickens. Rooster out again, and the other hen that always comes out with the rooster. I had that piece up on top, that wire, but I need to actually get it fixed properly. And those guys are down there eating in the sweet potato patch. That was a sweet potato patch, and it was a contumely. Hopefully the contumely come back when they clear, now that they clear some of that bush. They chop it down a little, you know. So let's see if the contumely can come back. Why are you on my leg? You always on my leg now, this kitten. But it won't let me touch her like her pussy let me touch. Why are you on my leg? Huh? Why are you on my leg? Let me touch her. Heading back to feed the goats. Not the goats. I'm thinking goats. They're down there with the babies. Everybody's down there. Chicks and chickens. Mother chicks and chickens. I don't even think I'm going to water. It hasn't had a whole bunch of sun today. Look. This is his lady out here. This one is one he probably to get a jump on. Because the other one don't let him do nothing. This one don't look like it's surviving the transplant. Everything else look wet and good. No water needed. Oh, I'm tired today. I'm going back upstairs. When I'm done here. I say that and then I end up doing something, transplanting or something. Hey, you ladies with your back rough. That's from the rooster probably jumping, huh? Your feathers are gone. Your feathers are gone. These roosters are rough roosters. I just finished feed the chicks and guess what? It's looking to rain again. Rain. And we are in the dry season. That's a good thing. And Matilda is eating my citrus. I have to cover these citrus trees or something. Just ate all the leaves on the bottom of my other citrus, the small citrus tree down there. She has to get tied back. I can't leave them loose. It's too much hassle. I'm trying to give Houdini a break, but then it's looking to rain. Where is Houdini? I hope he's not upstairs. It's starting to rain. She's coming up here looking for shelter. That's why I let her loose the other day, but now she wants to keep coming up here for shelter. Because I know she have the babies. See, she coming right up here for shelter. Where is Houdini? See, that's exactly what she's doing. Matilda, where are you going? Huh? Where are you going? Where are you going, Matilda? I have eggs, nothing else. Don't see Houdini. Let me go put these eggs down before they get wet. And she been butting the kittens. Butting the cats. I know it's here you come in. Where's Houdini? You could stay here, but don't come upstairs. Ah! She walked right around the chairs I got here as a barrier. You leaving your babies? Go for your babies. They're gone underneath there. I'm afraid they're going to get wet. But they might be in the best shelter. And I'm looking, where's Houdini? And look at Houdini. Turn upstairs. I have to fix the pen where it don't get wet. I tell you, how are we gonna do this? Got to fix the pen. Ima didn't do a good job at all on that roof. It leaks and the one side needs some type of rubber. The kittens, I mean not the kittens, I keep calling them the kids. The dough is the dough and the buckling down there. I don't know, they're two girls maybe. They're darlings, I think they call them. Under the wood. I think that it should be good. I can't believe it's raining again. And this one done sheltering up here like he live here. He think he own here. Here that roof on the galvanized. Here the rain on the galvanized roof. Not the roof on the galvanized. The rain on the galvanized roofs. It sounds like it's just over there, but it's everywhere. You just can't hear it over here loud like over there. It's raining again.